When you are at a certain stage in your life as a Bollywood composer, it's not that easy to come to the grassroots level. Just like industry gave us a chance and they gave us a lending hand when we were struggling. I think it's our turn to do that.
No, I'll tell you
Exactly.
the most difficult part about the two of us is that we have no filter. We are what we are. And sometimes when there are so many cameras around you, you have to have a certain, you need to know what not to speak.
One of the biggest issues with social media is that it gives you a taste of success much before you finished your journey. The acceptance that music is being consumed differently, and that an artist today doesn't have to depend on a big Bollywood break.
Yeah, an artist has to now stop being scared of technology. You have to start using technology.
This is Nawaz Kochra joining you on Indian Express, and I'm in conversation with the very amazing singing duo, Sachin Jigar.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you.
Very
Yeah,
good.
good. How are you?
Very well. एक तरह से Saregama is like a TV debut for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
What went behind this decision and how is it feeling?
Forever we've been playback. It's time to play from the front. And the prime reason was that, when you are at a certain stage in your life as a Bollywood composer, it's not that easy to come to the grassroots level and, interact with talent. And what better platform than Saregamapa to actually, become part of their journeys, not only just meet them or work with them. And we have always taken pride in bringing to fore new talent, be it Tere Vaste, be it Aaj Ki Raat, these are all new singers. So we, just like industry gave us a chance and they gave us a lending hand when, we were struggling. I think it's our turn to do that.
And I have to congratulate you all on Stree too. The film has become so successful and you all have been associated with the music for it. And वन थिंग आई हैव टू से आप लोग के गानों में मैंने हमेशा ये देखा है कि कितना भी वेस्टर्न इन्फ्लुएंस आ जाए योर सॉन्ग्स आर ऑलवेज वेरी
Rooted.
connected to the roots.
Yeah.
So what goes behind that?
See, I don't think any particular effort goes behind that. I think that's what the two of us are. We are born and brought up in absolutely humble backgrounds, and all our learning, in a way, comes from
Folk.
folk and religious music. I've been brought up in a very, very religious background, so grown up listening to only bhajans and gurbanis and shabads. Sachin has been brought up listening
Singing
to
Jain
Jain
bhajans.
bhajans and stavans. So I think, however far we drift, I think our roots will follow us and grab us back. So while we want to stay relevant and we are trying, and we really take pride in coming up with extremely relevant, trying to come up with extremely relevant sound. But our tunes and melodies will always have that rootedness, because I don't think we can do it any other.
I also want to know this case Saregama, since it's your association with Saregama, it's the first time you're not on a TV set surrounded with so many cameras. Was that different?
Oh my God, let me do this one. I'll tell you what, man. Jiggar's very stylish. Even if you come to our studio on a normal day, he can pick. On a foreign trip where we've gone to make music, he'll pick one shirt, but it'll be so good. So he's a natural when it comes to fashion, and you will see that in Saregamapa. He's almost like a style icon. And I struggle to manage to live up to that. But if I can tell you that, just like I'm saying this one fashion thing, there are a zillion factors to being
Yes.
in front of the screen,
Yeah.
about how you speak, how articulate you are, how kind you are when the time is right.
Even in terms of the
See,
feedback.
No, I'll tell you
Exactly.
the most difficult part about the two of us is that we have no filter. We are what we are. And sometimes when there are so many cameras around you, you have to have a certain, you need to know what not to speak. Not in terms of what's good and what's bad, but what's not required, or what might be hurtful. See, with me and Sachin, we've been together for so long, so I can tell him, okay, I don't like it, straight up, or he can tell me this is bad, straight up. But there is a certain way of dealing with so many more people. So with more camera come more people, comes more angle to the same communication or same conversation. So we are just trying to just be as real as we can, while we have to take care of the cameras and what's recording.
And how have we come this far? We had never had any head and toe in the industry. We've learned all the way. We had that student approach, and we are back to learning again, learning more.
But like you said, there's no filter.
Yeah.
आजकल क्या हुआ है, there's a generational shift also that has come. The
Yeah,
new
they have so many
generation,
filters.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to giving feedback, and, especially to the Gen Zs or the Gen Alphas,
Yes.
who are, probably, you don't know how will they react to it. How careful do you also have to be?
Yeah, you see, one of the biggest issues with social media is that it gives you a taste of success much before you finished your journey.
Very
And
true.
and I think
Sometimes
that
even
is
before
the
you started.
so I think that is one attitude me and Jigar need to correct with them, because you see that after all they are all artists like me and Jigar. Maybe they have been groomed in a wrong way, and we take up that responsibility as elder brothers to fix that.
Yeah.
But then again, there are some stories which I can tell you that bring tears to your eyes, and that they humble you even more.
Yeah.
So then you see that there is a thing or two to learn too.
Yeah.
So that's exactly how we are taking this. We are
Al-
taking it one
al-
step at a time.
Also, like what you said, Gen Z or Alpha, and there is this preconceived notion of these people are not gentle or kind, or they are absolutely
Disconnected.
not disconnected and
yes.
not receptive of criticism. Versus when you see Saregamapa, you will notice that what we are seeing is a complete different breed of Gen Z and Alpha. They are so kind, humble, so receptive of criticism,
So
and respectful. So
of their parents and gurus.
and I really appreciate that. I think it's opened up one more absolute different dimension for the two of us.
Lastly, I want to know one thing. Today, in the music industry space is in a, it's very open.
True.
But if there is something that bothers you also about this time, what would that be?
I think we are listening to music in a very new way. We are now not buying a 250 rupee CD, so there's no ownership.
Correct.
But within that also comes an opportunity to listen to any music from any part of the world. So I think the acceptance that music is being consumed differently, and that an artist today doesn't have to depend on a big Bollywood break to make it big in the industry. I think the shift of the mindset overall as a creative pool has to be more accepting of the fact that talent is going to come from all places, and you will have to open your arms a little bit wider now.
Yeah, and artist has to now stop being scared of technology. You have to start using technology. So we are all artists, and technology can never become an artist. So I think that is one thing I'd like to tell all artists: don't be scared of technology. Let it evolve and evolve yourself with it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for removing time to
Cheers.
be this with us.